Check it out, it's the X23W. Yeah, this little drone here has little prop guards, big camera on the front, blinky lights on the bottom, can do flips, do all sorts of things. Comes with a controller, and it costs under $50. So is it a buy? Is it something that's really good? Well, check out my review of this little guy and find out. And now a quick overview of the remote control. You can see there's really not much to it. You have the power button here, I can power it on. I have my left joystick which sits in the middle, so that means the drone will hover nicely in the air and I can then move it up higher, lower, or I can rotate it 360. And over here I have my joystick to move the drone forward, advance it, bring it backwards, go to the right, and go to the left. And the only buttons on the back that are used are these two. The top one, if you press it, the drone will fly up and take off, and if you press it again, the drone will land. And this one here just does flips. Here the drone is connected, it's all lit up, ready to go, and on this side the app is functioning. So whatever the drone sees, that's what the app sees. All right, so what I'm going to show you now is quickly 3 ways to start this drone and 3 ways to land this drone. The first way is pull the joysticks inward. See, we start up, and to stop, same thing. Next way to start the props is just move the joystick up, and they start. Third way to start up the motors and actually take off is this top button. If I press it, and there we go. As I'm flying, that's what the camera sees. You can see, so if I fly it into the other room, we'll see what the camera sees as it goes in there. Just avoid all the objects, and bring it back, bring it low, and you can watch what the camera sees right here as it's coming back. And to land it, you just hold down the left joystick or hit one of the other buttons. So I'll bring it down, and the motors automatically stop. All right, time for an indoor flight test. This is one of these drones where you can actually fly it indoors in close proximity to objects because it has really good stability. So let's take it way up in the air. What I'm doing is I'm testing out the actual camera. So the video you should see in the corner, which I'm posting in the corner of the frame, would be the video coming from this here camera. I'm just pulling it back so it gets a wider view, pull it back some more. I'm going to see if I can land it on the GoPro, which could be a disastrous effect because the GoPro is not flat. Here we go. There's the GoPro coming down. And I hit the GoPro perfectly. Next, we're going to do a quick indoor obstacle test here with the X23. Here we go. Go around this obstacle, go around that one, turn, come back to me. So far so good. And we're going to turn you, we're going to take you into the closet test. Can it go well in a closet? Here we go. A closet test. Going in the closet, nice. And coming out of the closet really fast. There we go, pretty good test. Goes through nicely. Here, we'll go through that circle again. Nice. And let's go forward into the wall. No problem at all, it bounces off. So there is another feature on this drone here that you should do it outdoors, but I'll try it in here. So you just click this little arrow at the bottom, and over here you have, see this controller? Well, watch, I'm going to change it. Now it's gone. So what I do is I replace that controller with a drawing with, oops, I didn't mean to do that, drawing with my hand. So I can do this, and see it? It's doing it. That's basically how the drone would fly. So you would probably want to do that outdoors. All right, the final thing to try with this beautiful drone that hovers so nicely is the flippy mode. There's a flip. Hit the bottom button, move the joystick. Okay, now time for a quick unboxing, and then I'll get to my final thoughts on this here drone. The good people at Banggood sent me this Syma X23 FPV real-time drone. Here we have all the contents of the box. Here's the X23 drone up close. We see it's got indicator lights, prop guards, nice little props here. It's very light. Huge camera on the front, nothing on the bottom. It's extremely solid build. It feels like something you could throw against the wall and it would stay together in one piece. Here you have the included battery, and they were kind enough to write on the side exactly what it is. It's a 3.7 volt, so it's a 1 cell, 500 milliamp battery. That means you should get about 7 minutes of flight time. All right, put the battery in the drone, and now we're gonna weigh it. Battery and drone together is 85 grams. Here we have the controller. You can see this joystick sits right in the middle, just like a DJI product, so that means this drone has a great hover control. It will stay steady in the air. You have the power button here. The front, you have 4 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4 for various functions. Flip it on the back, no buttons on the back. You have to put batteries in, takes 4 batteries, which are flopping out here. And within the included goodie bag, you have the spare props for them and the included charging cable for the battery. It's a USB one, just plug this in any USB device and you're all set. All right, final thoughts on this here X23W. Well, it's a really good drone for flying indoors, as you saw. You can really trust it. It's very stable, hovers nicely. It's made out of durable plastic. It's got a nice little button to switch on and off. The battery, unfortunately, is proprietary, so you have to buy these from Syma, the company. Battery slides in super nice in the rear, and there's a nice little power button on top to power it on. And there you go, you're all set to go. One thing that's pretty interesting is my version came with a slot that you could put an SD card. Even though my version came with a slot for an SD card, this one doesn't have the capability to record the video onto an SD card here. It must record it onto your cell phone. Now, because of that, it does say it's 720p, and it is a 720p camera, except the signal sent to your cell phone is a kind of a compressed 720p, so you don't get the full resolution. And also the camera, you can't move it up and down. I really like the fact the prop guards are right here, which is pretty decent. It's a very quiet drone, great for flying indoors. You're not going to bug anybody, and it's extremely stable. Pretty amazing for not having any optical flow on the bottom. So nowadays, this is pretty much what you get for under the $50 range. You get a really good drone that does a lot of things. Check it out below on the Banggood website. I'll put a link to where you can get this one. It comes in white or black. All right, so that brings me to the end of this here review of the Syma X23W. Good drone. If I just put this little joystick up, I'll start the props. And if I push it up again, I will fly it away. Just get it out of my eyes and stuff down here. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.